Bradshaw.
Here.
Nelson.
Here.
Palmer.
Here.
Porter. Here. Sullivan.
Here.
Walden.
Here.
Approval of the minutes. Motion to approve the minutes in December 3rd, 2025 council meeting.
I'll make the motion. I'll second.
Roll call.
Bradshaw.
Yes.
Nelson.
Yes.
Palmer.
Yes.
Porter. Yes. Sullivan.
Yes.
Walden.
Yes.
Okay, approval of the bills. Motion to approve payment of the bills as they appear in the warrant sheets.
I'll make the motion. I'll second.
Roll call.
Walden.
Yes.
Sullivan.
Yes.
Porter. Yes. Palmer.
Yes.
Nelson.
Yes.
Bradshaw.
Yes.
Okay, public comments.
Well, Bill, I talked to you sometime last month. I talked to Rick about the same time. I'll tell everybody like I did before. I've been through about 4 regimes up here. And over the course of the last 45 years, it's always been a problem with kids leaving the lights on in the pavilion and the tennis court. And I've come up a lot to talk about it, and it just get blown off. Bill and I were talking, and it didn't take him 2 seconds to come up with the same solution I did. How hard is it to put a timer on this stuff? And I think at that time, they've been on for 3 days, they're on again 3 days right now. So, I know it probably won't get addressed this meeting, but at least want this to get talked about. I don't know what the light bill is a month, but you add that to 45 years, there's been a lot of money spent for no reason. Probably been cured pretty easily.
That's true. Something needs to be done.
Yeah.
Waste electricity, I see bills all the time. And yes, it's definitely a waste of electricity. So we'll look into this, Mark, and see what we come up with. And hopefully it'll help you. I know the lights probably bug you over there.
Oh, yeah.
So we're gonna try to have our officers check on that quite often, and if they're on, hopefully we can get them shut off.
You could hold your camera up front the other night, I think it was Monday night, probably between 6 and 7 is when they went on. Now, those teenagers running around over there at that point.
Anybody else? Jim?
I became animal control back from July. I've got issues with cats now. I've got 7 traps out right now, and just need another one to go out, but I don't have one. My problem is though, the rescue cat is full,
Yes.
Christian County's full, my house is full now. They're not going to my house again. We've got to come up with a solution to do with the cats. Every animal I picked up, and I picked up a ton of animals since I've been in. Probably picked up 20 cats and dogs altogether, probably, if that many. Not a single one of them's got tags or anything on them. I'm not saying they don't got shots, they got papers, but they haven't tags or nothing. All they do something about it is when I put it on Facebook, nobody claims them.
Yeah, I think if that is their pet, they just let them out and that's it, they're gone.
But we gotta do something about it.
Yes.
That's what I'm asking for a
Yes.
solution. Because I'm not taking them back home.
I don't blame you. You don't have no mice, but yeah.
Our ordinances for dogs and cats both have to be leashed, and yet they also have to be registered in the town and have to be tagged and everything. I wonder if there's a way we can send out a flyer, like a mailer,
Water bill.
like reminding everybody about it, because a lot of people probably don't even think twice about it.
I think they did away with the tags a few years ago. 'Cause
It's still on the ordinance.
I was getting one of the last ones.
Yeah, it's still on the ordinance.
Can you, when you catch them, can you take them to Christian County?
Christian County's full, they won't take
They won't
a
take
cat,
it.
they won't take the dogs normally.
I wonder, this is off topic, but one of the things we had talked about before was figuring out one of the vets in the area that if somebody didn't claim the cat within so many days, we could work out a deal to at least spay or neuter them, so that if they do get released, you know, they're not having kittens.
So, right after I became the animal control, I went out to this lady out here over it because I come in town and check my traps at 5 o'clock in the morning. Well, I can't take them over to Taylorville, then I couldn't.
Right.
I've got to go to work. I work in Decatur. She's never got back with me. She don't want nothing to do with it. My opinion.
Yeah.
Because I went to her, and she's never got back with me or nothing on it. Because I wanted to leave them out there, and I said, hey, if nobody claims them or whatever, city's got to pay somebody either to have them neutered, euthanized, or whatever. I mean, you're going to do with it. But something's got to break. I mean, I can't tell whose animals they are. Dana knows a lot of the animals. When I catch them here on Facebook, she'll usually text me and say, hey, I think this is so-and-so's animal. And then half the time they still don't claim it. I've been getting on them if I catch them and I know who they are. I've been getting on them. They have show me their papers for they got their shots. Tell them they got to have a chip put in it now because it's a state law. But just something's got to. I mean, you got a lot of. You ride around town here right now, you'll see a lot of cats.
That's true. Oh, well.
We used to have a place out, is it in the water, the old water plant or the shed?
It
Where
don't
we
have
put
a
the
top.
animals?
It don't have a top on it.
And it's. I looked at it and it's about this big. I mean, it's small. I did look at it. Yeah, and it's very little.
I didn't know what it was.
I mean,
I just know.
You're not supposed to have animals out there that doesn't have fire suppression, so.
It's just more money on the kids, feed and all that. It shouldn't be city's issue, I mean. Yeah,
It is city's issue.
No, to hold them.
yeah, it's
To hold-
city's issue because
If
there's
it's a city issue, yes, I agree with you, but to put them in a.
You got a fence? Hey.
Don't put them in a city building, what I'm saying, that's not our thing.
Front door?
Right.
But, yeah, you are right, it needs to be addressed somehow.
I mean-
some way.
I kinda enjoyed it because, I'll tell you what, I've been busy. I've been busy.
A lot of people, I think, don't realize that cats aren't supposed to be running free in town. I mean, hell, our old mayor has, I don't know how many cats that he still, to this day, lets out.
I just want to bring that up because I've said something to you a couple times and I want to, it's an issue that's gotta be addressed.
Yep.
I mean, it's a tough one.
Anybody else? Okay, communications. As the mayor, I have a lot of things going on as a little bit of work done up on a corner on Chestnut Street, which we're getting real close for Jimmy to be owning. 116th Poplar Street, paperwork started. For the Roach House, we're still cognito with it right now. For any projects, right now, we have no projects except the water plant is going on, but that's all I have together right now. City Attorney?
Yeah, just to elaborate on that, the 101 North Chestnut, apparently the guy who took the title from the guy who bought it at the tax sale has signed a deed and sent it to Jim Dial. He's just waiting to receive it. So if we get that, if that all comes together, I can dismiss that lawsuit and Jim Dial will take care of it. If it doesn't, we still have a lawsuit in place and I'll just proceed with that. And then as far as the Riley, the cockroach house, we do have the court order allowing for service by publication. That's in process. We should be able to go in at the February court appearance and get, if he doesn't show up, we get a default judgment and then we can get started on things. If he does show up, we'll get the earliest trial date we can and proceed that way. So it looks like we're going to get something done on that. So those are the two things I have.
Any treasurer?
I don't have anything.
Alderpersons?
Yeah, I got something. I handed out incident forms. I was aware we didn't have such thing at City Hall to fill out, you know, if we have an accident or somebody gets injured or whatever. So if you guys wanna look over that, we can make copies. If you get everybody good with it, I'll pass them out to the employees also. But I think we need to have that, just so we have a paper trail of what happened and so on and so forth. And, touching that, we don't have no identification card for our employees. I mean, if they get hurt or whatever, go to the hospital, you know, they don't have nothing to show them that they work for the city of Assumption, so I think we need to look into getting something like that also for them. That way everything's kosher and so on and so forth. I do not have a sample of the ID card. I'm sure somebody can get on it and figure out something, or, but I think we really need to have this on file and everything like that.
Can the insurance company just issue cards?
I don't know, I mean, you can ask them if they do that, I'm not aware that they do, but.
They can't, the insurance
The
company.
insurance companies might have their own.
They don't have it.
No, they don't have it in the
They get it, they get a stipend instead of insurance.
Oh, I thought you were talking about workers' comp, insurance, because we do have that, RMA.
Yeah.
And they may have something, I don't know, but.
I brought it up previously when we were doing that survey that time where we had to go around and take a picture of each person's house. And not everybody's thrilled with that. And when you tell them that you're an alderman, and anybody can tell them anything you want. And I mentioned that at a meeting, I said, you know, city employees and aldermen really also should have something that identifies you, you know, as a city representative. Because if you have to go to somebody's house, which the guy greeted me with a shotgun, was not real thrilled, you have no ID. I mean, that's true. Because we had talked about, Derek had actually talked about getting a laminator and basically just making our own. I mean, it's probably the most cost effective, because if you send them out to a company, you have to have a batch of them. So that may be something to look at, where we just make our own.
In the past, we used to get an identification card saying we were an alderman, and you could use it, like if you went on vacation in a hotel or whatever, so you could get the rate cheaper for being.
You remember where we got it? Did we make our own, or did we have it through?
Maybe Pam had it, just,
Is that one? I wonder if
IMLA, since
Yeah.
we belong to that.
I wonder if they have something like that.
I think that's what they were, maybe from there.
I'll have to check.
like whole business card,
Yeah.
not very big.
And I would like to add my support for the accident report form. I mean, I think that's something you need to have a strict policy on, you know, cut your finger, you fill out a report, you know, it needs to be documented, so.
Okay, anybody else? Okay, we'll go into old business. Any old business? How about some new business? Okay. Engineer update. Motion to approve invoice for water treatment plant. Verdict Heating and Plumbing and pay at $1,069,528.96. Chastain's invoice, $25,801.50. Total, $1,095,330.46.
I'll make a motion to pay.
I'll second it.
Roll call?
Palmer,
Yes.
Bradshaw,
Yes.
Nelson.
Yeah.
Porter.
Yes.
Walden,
Yes.
Sullivan,
Yes. Okay, motion to approve the invoice for sewer. Petersburg Plumbing, pay at $352,103.96. Chastain's invoice, $10,422.90. Total, $362,526.86.
I'll make the motion to pay it.
I'll second.
Okay, roll call.
Sullivan,
Yes.
Palmer,
Yes.
Nelson,
Yes.
Porter,
Yes.
Walden,
Yes.
Bradshaw.
Yes.
Okay, change order or deduct to reuse qualities minus $49,034.60.
I'll make the motion.
Can someone explain that a little bit? I wasn't at the meeting that it was probably explained at.
I think he's gonna, you wanna do your update? You skipped over the engineer's update. You forgot to give his.
That's fine. To kind of fill you in, that's unused quantities that were either, there was no actual product that was put into the ground or anything that resulted from it. So sometimes into a bid, we have some other items that are quantities that may not get used, that whether they be true removal, and we didn't have a count of that. That's just a summation of what was left out of that, the last of the contract.
Okay.
Did you have any other updates?
Yes, actually I do, if I can hold the floor for just a second. The sewer project, as you see, we're coming into the final invoices and closure of the job. IEPA just reached out for final review, so we will be going into final review. Starts with the submittal and the products, and they'll come out and review as-built, and then probably circle the town and do a walkthrough inspection. Once we close that, then the actual loan starts to close down. You guys have probably been through this before with phase one. I don't know if anybody updated you, but that's usually the process. Then the loan will finally close once IEPA inspection is total incomplete. That would round out the sewer project. There are some light, small miscellaneous items that they have to get done that was still left on their punch list, which we talked about. Weather just isn't working out for seating. The lead service replacement, reached out to Mickey with Petersburg. He's supposed to have a new schedule. They have 8 total services that needed to be extended to maximize the contract. And he's going to arrange that contract in those dates for his start and his finish. I believe it's May is his end date, so it's coming up quick. We'll keep you guys abreast as soon as I get the new schedule that's in. Water treatment plant, we expected major delivery of some of the softening and water equipment to be delivered in the first week of January. There's been a holdback on delivery from the manufacturer. Should be coming either the end of this week or the first of next week. Right now, from what I'm hearing, it would be the first of next week, which a crane will be scheduled. There'll be an air caster that will be moving the equipment in. So if anyone would like to see it from a distance, it should be something to see. Interior finishes for the rest of the building, we're about 70% complete. With all major mechanicals going in to support the building, interior finishes, drywall, painting. So we're nearing up to completion pretty quick for the majority of the building. And that's basically all I have for an update at this time.
June 1st online still.
Is
June 1st still online on pace.
tentatively, yes. Close. The pusher, well, we're still not through February. There's still some things to complete. Weather had kind of stopped us on a few things, so as I see it, yes, at this point, until the general contractor gets me notice of something that would change that, and then we would have to extend the contract date.
I have one question. Someone asked me, and I wasn't for sure. It would be the sewer project. Like where the road has been fixed, like, is it just gonna be those strips or is it gonna be the entire road? Because someone asked me and I was like, I think it's just,
Just the strips.
okay, so like all the road is finished that's going to be repaired.
And then it would be going to an oil and chip.
Okay.
That would be the next order. From previous projects, whether it's a lead service replacement or if it's a sewer project, usually it's bid as a HMA heavy duty asphalt patch that encompasses just the trench area in rural roads. Now, if it's a full asphalt or full concrete, then it has to go back into a full asphalt HMA, like if you were in a parking lot, or if you were in a full concrete at depth, that would go back in that same way without a patch. So in this instance, since it's an oil and chip road, usually they treat the trenches alone unless they have put in the status. Years ago, we used to have it where you'd have a grind process that went through and then a re-oil and chip. So you'd actually do the whole entire road. But that, I haven't seen that for almost 15 years now.
Thank you.
No, no problem.
To finish on that, a little bit on that fixing the trench though. Our roads, the base isn't there, so where the excavator went, they fixed where they dug, but the excavator tore up the rest of the road. As if
Right,
that's what they're seeing. So, yeah, it will take a little bit to get this back in
because that's,
shape.
when
Yeah.
it's the road, would that be Second Street or something? That was like a concrete road or something. It wasn't a rock road. Like-
First,
Is that
down
First
by,
Street?
yeah, by Metzdorfer and them,
Yeah,
that's First.
okay, First Street. And someone said the equipment sat there and there's like a hole or something now and the road is like, yeah, in bad shape. But I said, I thought evidently they already did it, that part where it's asphalt.
That was, I think, the last patch that they had left on their list. So if it has settled, which I'll go back to in the spring and review all the patches. If we have settlement in trench areas, then I have to let the general contractor know, because he does have a warranty after the establishment of his work.
They're saying it's not really changed.
I think it's just the equipment sat there maybe has caused some of it too.
Okay, I'd have to address the exact location, and that's no problem. I would feel free to run by and take a look at it. And then I'll bring it up with the general contractor if it's an issue.
She's talking right down there, corner of Bond in
Where they
College,
had a big sand
or
pile.
First and College, sorry,
Yeah, first.
where all the sand was piled up.
Okay, right along that one street there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one I had to look at, because I think as we went through, I don't think they had the sand pile cleaned up when I came back through. And then on road patch and repair, I had to go back through on Romero's pictures on how that was addressed on the patching schedule. So I'll review that and then be glad to take a look. If it's an issue and we see that we need it fixed, then we'll address it.
So we need a second. We need a second.
I'll second the change order to deduct the unused quantities for $49,034.60.
Nelson,
Yes.
Porter,
Yes.
Sullivan,
Yes.
Walden,
Yes.
Bradshaw,
Yes.
Palmer.
Yes.
Motion to approve rock for oiling program, $10,000.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it.
Roll call.
Walden,
Yes.
Sullivan,
Yes.
Porter,
Yes.
Palmer,
Yes.
Nelson,
Yep.
Bradshaw,
Yes.
Okay, motion to retire TIF obligation to general fund, $45,890.
I'll make the motion.
On that, it's probably gonna be, there might be like a few cents too. I mean, it's not, but it'd be less than $1.
Oh.
Piece of change.
So would you just say less than 46,000 or something? Or just the amount? Don't give the amount, but just say the amount.
Yeah. I'll make the motion to retire the TIF obligation to the general fund for the full amount owed.
I'll second.
Okay, roll call.
Bradshaw,
Yes.
Nelson,
Yes.
Palmer,
Yes.
Porter, Sullivan,
Yes.
Walden,
Yes.
Discuss an action as necessary to approve civil defense systems tornado siren, $34,000.
Do I have any questions or anything?
Yeah. When we first started talking about this, didn't you say something about
we could, there was a way that we could pay for this and it really wouldn't bother us any.
So the vote we just took to basically retire the TIF money that was borrowed from the general fund, when we pay that back and zero out that obligation, we could turn around and use that same money
That's
to buy
right.
this.
I remember now. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And have some left, actually have enough left over to cover the fireworks even. So actually we'll do 3 things in
Well,
one
let's
shot.
make sure we do that and not spend it on something else.
So just in case anybody didn't know, we've looked 2 or 3 times now, and it's always been close to $50,000 for a system. And there's only 3 places in the United States that do them. The one sublets it out of the same place that we get some of our computer stuff for the police car. They were 50 grand. The other place wouldn't even return my calls. This one is out of Wisconsin. Basically, it will cover 97% of the city proper according to their sound decibel map. It'll go in the same place the old one goes. Unlike the old system, this one will have radio activation, which they will work out with Herbie and his staff of who has access to the frequency. We'll take care of that, so they'll let them worry about coordinating that. It's a multi-directional siren, so it does not spin, because the spinning ones are about the same price, but they have about a 10-year less lifespan. So more parts moving, more parts break. But he mapped out our town, did the required federal recommendation for sound decibel levels, and this system's what should work.
Have you discussed any about time frame?
If we vote on it and pass it today, he hopes that they will have it in place and operational by April 1st. That is the hope.
It'd be nice to have it before spring.
Yeah, that's why we were trying to get to it.
Okay.
Gary, did they say anything about moving the old one across town? Or?
Yeah, $17,000. So I very politely asked him if we could just keep the old system, and he's like, it's your system, you can do whatever you want with it. So I don't remember, I think you and I talked about it. I kind of wondered, since that's an old system and it's not real sophisticated, I wonder how hard it would be to have somebody put it up on our own. I wonder if Greg Bercher could do it, quite frankly. I don't know. That's something we can figure out, but I'm gonna ask him to keep the old one. I'll make the motion to purchase the new civil defense tornado system siren for $34,000.
I'll second it.
Roll call?
Porter,
Yes.
Sullivan,
Yes.
Walden,
Yes.
Nelson,
Yes.
Bradshaw,
Yes.
Palmer.
Yes.
Okay, discussion and action is necessary to renew contract with Realtor for Baxmeyer subdivision. You want to say that?
I'm here if you have questions. I'd love to extend it, but that's up to you guys.
I don't think any of us have a problem with the job that she's been doing. It's just a slow market and
Yes.
it's not her fault.
Yeah, and as I reported, I know I did a report at the committee of the whole meeting last month. Market really hasn't changed with the holidays, it's even slower. I've probably got one, I would call it hit lead, but it was a 2 a.m. in the middle of the night email that is a bot. They don't even respond to you. I don't know if it's a computer that does these, but that's what I've gotten over the last month for any of my listings. Has been 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. people and they never respond back. So it's just a really slow time right now.
Yes.
Is it a 1-year extension?
Yes.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I'll make the motion to renew the 1-year contract. Bring it back, Mark.
Okay, roll call.
Walden,
Yes.
Sullivan,
Yes.
Porter,
Yes.
Palmer,
Yes.
Nelson, Bradshaw.
Yes.
Okay, discussion and action is necessary on the residential trash.
What-
Go ahead.
What's the deal on that? I mean,
Wallace's were supposed to come tonight and they didn't. So they have got about 9 people that have canceled services.
that's canceled?
Yeah, so, and they said it's an ordinance that they have to have residential trash here, so they wanna know how the city's gonna handle that.
There is an ordinance that you gotta have trash?
I thought it was, and when you guys went back and looked.
Yeah, it was stated if you have a water account, you have to have a trash account.
Okay.
Yeah, that is, when we signed up with Wallace, that was all part of the.
Hey, write another address on there then, because I got a big issue with this one. 413 West Second. With a house burned. So, he got the trash piled up on his back porch and the neighbors are complaining about rats and mice and Shane's gonna have to go catch them.
I've been doing.
So do you guys want letters done, ordinance fines? What are we doing here?
This falls back.
You're sure trying to get a hold of him to try to work with him on getting rid of it, but he's never around.
Just have to make sure that they don't have another trash company though. Might could've canceled Wallace and got somebody else, so.
Can't.
You're only supposed to get on one.
Can't get any out of town.
So they're not supposed to use anybody but Wallace.
Gotcha. Well,
But certain businesses can, right?
Yes.
Dumpsters can.
Yeah, dumpsters.
Yes,
So,
yeah. Yeah, because that Wallace wasn't 100% certain they could.
I would send out warnings first before you just go find somebody, but that's just my sense on it. They haven't been warned before. But whatever you guys wanna do.
Start with letters.
Isn't there some people that didn't even get it to begin with anyway? So do you have all of them? Because there's a lot of people that didn't get it to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I remember that, them talking about it, because they said we didn't have to have it. And then somebody said you could use your neighbor's trash if you wanted. And when we, I know, I'm just saying, in one of the meetings, that was talked about, and they suggest you can. If you had an agreement with your neighbor, they talked about that in the meeting, and is that enough?
I wasn't on that.
You remember that?
Because one of our issues was we were like, contract with the city. Report over all the trash. We decided not
And they
to
said that the
push it.
I think it reads something like, they can't have stuff piled up in front of the home.
I've been seeing a lot of couches and chairs piled in by the garbage cans. And I know they take
other
care
towns with trash.
Yeah, it's a cost issue. How far do you want to go?
I know, I'm just,
This is,
I mean, have we ever thought about putting a garbage bill on their water bill? I know other towns do that.
so let me think, because I'm trying to remember when we negotiated the contract with Wallace,
That they would
it
keep the
came up
money.
of whether we wanted them to collect the money rather than it be a city responsibility. And we ended up deciding that it was better for them, since it's their business, to basically collect their own, fees and stuff. So we had to supplement the first year of that contract too, because the numbers were significantly off. When you take 10 more off, it's gonna be even less. And that, I think that ran out about now. I think this was about when did we start the contract?
We got 2028 to go through.
But I mean, we supplemented the first year.
just the first
of
year,
it.
yeah. I can't.
It was about this time.
Yeah, we gave them a lot of money,
Yeah, because it was off by
yeah.
a lot.
And then while we're talking about trash too, why are we paying for the library's trash to pick up? And also, over at the concession stand, I know it's the cities, but that's like $150 a month. And right now, it's not even being used. I mean, why are shouldn't the school pay for that? They're the ones that use that concession stand.
The library,
And we're paying the libraries.
we talked about that.
That was negotiated.
There was like
Part of it
several
or
things that
something.
we're paying that I thought it was crazy for
Yeah, we,
us to pay trash on.
we discussed that
It's
one at the
It's like
time.
$350-some a month just for us, from different places.
Yeah, library, we agreed to cover,
Why?
because that's what we
I think that's
agreed.
when we did like the tip stuff. We did trash ever since the tip started.
Because it came up when we negotiated with Wallace, and I remember it was discussed, and it had already been agreed on, so there it was like, just, we'll leave it as it is.
Okay, well,
School and I didn't realize we were paying it.
for the concession stand, yeah. There's like, I don't know how many we have over there, but it's like $150.
Only thing wrong with that one, if I can speak, is JFL uses it out there,
Oh,
and
that's
other
true.
people uses it out there, so you've gotta, I mean, because I was on JFL board, I was on summer rec board, and we played softball, or baseball out there, so, I mean, there's other people that use it, and I think that's considered like the park.
Yeah, for some reason, I don't know why the concession stand is under park, it's not, it doesn't belong to the.
I mean, $350 is a lot of money though.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it doesn't belong to the school is what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's why we pay it.
Yeah, $350 is a lot of money, but I mean, a lot of people use that out there.
Just for them, but, yeah.
It's like one farm, you know, about earlier this week, there's only some in it.
Right.
They're not full.
But, I mean, I just know that all the schools over there. I don't know if the summer rec uses it, but I still know that, or not summer rec, summer baseball, but I do know JFL's practice is still out there. And them kids got a lot of bottles. I mean,
So we want to do letters to start.
Yes. Let's do that. Do letters and put the other thing into,
Do we want to post something on the website or Facebook maybe too?
I think that'd be a good start. That was get somebody started.
I have a question. So what we have properties in town that no one lives, but they have the water on. I mean, how do we decipher that with garbage?
Right, I think that was discussed whenever you guys had the issue before, and
I don't remember non-occupancy coming up.
it did. I came to the meeting, I was at a meeting for something else,
It did.
and it was discussed. I don't think you should have it, and one of those that is on there, isn't that the thing, that it's a new ownership? So, and then that person already has trash service at their residence, so they may not have to use it there yet.
Then you also talked about apartments. They all have water in their name, but they don't have to pay garbage. So you gotta go through all those.
I think there's something with it, the way it was written. I was here for something else. I think that they were promised by the city so many customers, and then when they got down to it, the city didn't have that many customers.
Right.
Yep.
We used, I don't remember what the, I don't remember where the number came from, and we had an accurate survey. That's, because remember, that was the discussion after the fact, is we had that, the roofing, where we were trying to get that grant, we had to go through and document every address in town, whether it was a house, whether it was an empty lot, what it was. And so we had a much better number, we just didn't use that one, we used a different one. And it was off.
But how could you force somebody to have it, and they got property out in the country, and they take their trash out there and dispose of it?
Right, there's people that do that.
Yes.
Ordinance is ordinance.
But it's not written that way.
It's not written that way.
It's not written that way.
Oh, it's not?
I don't believe so.
I don't think so. I think.
Because there
we
was
talked about it,
discussion
it's not
on it.
bringing
I was
it.
here at that meeting.
And that's the reason why they didn't push it. It didn't make everybody get it at that time. You better go check your ordinance before you.
We can hold it and discuss
We might need
it.
to table this.
Yeah. We weren't gonna do anything
Yeah.
other than letters anyway. We'll pull the ordinance and just talk about it, but maybe they can come to the next meeting as well, since they're not here tonight.
Okay, discussion and action necessary on resignation of part-time police officer.
You guys have his resignation letter?
No.
Oh,
No, they copied it for me.
Justin. It's the part-time officer. He's been here like 7-8 years, Justin McElroy. He didn't have time for all the state mandates and make it over here to work, so. I have his letter on file. I already separated him through the law enforcement system, so he's no longer on the books through the state, so.
Do we have to do anything?
No, it's, you guys don't have to approve it or deny it, but it's just formality, really. He resigned either way, so I mean, I'll just, it's on there, so I'll just take action on it since it's on the agenda. But
Jim Kelly, I'll tell you that's been this time.
Okay, we're gonna go to executive session, personnel, and all citizens need to leave.
You have to make a motion.